Good day, may I greet a pleasant good morning to everyone whenever you are. Whether you're in Dubai or in Europe, we have a time difference. Today we are now on the second week of January 2022. I do understand that you've been searching for supply, whether you're searching for gold, diamond, emerald, bauxite, and uncut rough diamond, or even cocoa or gas or oil, etc., etc. Now, my focus is to tell the world that Africa, 98% gold produced in different part of Africa. Africa have 54 countries. Every country, they have a precious metal deposit in their country. But my main task is to promote Mali, Conakry, and Sierra Leone. You're gonna see Wilhelmina. I saw you before on your video that you were been in Ghana. Yes, I was. I fired all of my sellers in Ghana. Why I fired them? Sellers are devious. No matter how I teach them, no matter how I educate them. I send the buyer in Ghana, seller is screwed the buyer. I went to Ghana 2013 and the seller invited me. I brought the buyer. I was being screwed. I was being deceived. I refrained using scam. I was being deceived big time sellers and buyer. I was also deceived by a Ghanaian lady. Big time. I'm not finished with that Ghanaian lady. She scammed me. Big time money. So people say, oh, Wilhelmina is a scammer. No, I'm not. Because I have not scammed you. I don't know you guys. Those joker broker hates my guts. You are a scammer. Why? You're hiding your face. I'm not hiding my face. You're just scared with me because I'm very blunt and I'm very scared and very tough and you're scared of me. That's the reason why when I reject you, you're gonna say, scam is scam. You are one of the scammer. I'm telling you, there's so many joker broker. They hate my guts. Just like this guy, he created this page, Scam Gold. I don't know him. I don't have any business with him. Those who is scared with me are a scammer. Why are you hiding your face? So maybe you are thieves. Maybe you are a criminal. This gold business, there's so many criminals pretending to be a buyer. My gosh, don't deal with this woman because I'm going to expose you instead. And those joker buyer hiding their faces and also joker broker, they hide their face. They use other people's picture. That is deceiving. Even the seller. That is the reason why I handle the seller that I have transactions successful. I would not let you buyer travel alone without Wilhelmina. But however, may I ask you, Mr. Buyer, how long you been searching for gold? Why you have an issue? Welcome to the club if you have an issue. But today, 2022, I am here to rectify. I have encountered in the past. So I have to move on. If you have encountered disaster in the past, move on, you will recover your losses. Now, Mr. Buyer, I know you are looking for gold or diamond. Gold is money you're buying, you must remember. You're buying $500,000 here. So I know you're scared because you were being duped before. You were being deceived. I'm not scared. I was being deceived before. I'm not. I am going to move on and I'm going to rectify the mistake. That is the reason why, Mr. Buyer. On this video, it says, do not travel without Wilhelmina. Yes, because I can guarantee you 100% you will be deceived. Yes. But when I come with you, Mr. Buyer, I want you to be with me the D1 to the end. Because I sent buyer to Africa, he deceived me. And I brought the buyer from Mexico City. His name is Eric Blasco from Mexico. I took him to Ghana. He screwed me as well. Both sellers and buyers screwed me. That was my learning experience. Yes, that is the reason why people are scared with this woman. You don't need to be scared if you're honest. You're going to be scared if you're criminal because you're going to be exposed. I'm not scared with anybody. This is $500,000 you're buying, Mr. Buyer. And don't muck around. Do not deceive yourself. Asking CIF cost insurance and freight. Asking Black Fund, you don't have the money. Asking SBLC, you don't have the cash. Don't you know what is the meaning of SBLC? Standard letter of credit. You're going to borrow money in your bank? Yes, you can borrow. You don't have cash flow. You have a deficiency of cash. That is the reason why you're going to use standard letter of credit. Right? That is the reason why you're going to ask LC, letter of credit. Gold business is not a credit. This is cash business. And then you're going to ask CIF cost insurance and freight only. You don't have the cash. You can only afford to pay the logistic, which is the shipping. You can only afford to pay the insurance. Therefore, you have a deficiency of cash. Yes, the gold cannot leave the country of origin without full payment because the government will not issue the certificate of clearance that you have paid the gold in order to reflect the cash inflow into the seller's bank account in order to tell the seller to his government that he's going to export to you. The government will not give certificate of clearance that the gold is free of illegal activities. A minute you deal with illegal activities, then you are in trouble. Either you're going to be arrested in the airport as a smuggler. Either you're going to be in Calabos. Which one you like, Mr. Buyer? There's a lot of foreigners that's been in Calabos because they're evading taxes. Yes? You don't need to evade taxes, Mr. Buyer. Now, I am traveling next month, Mr. Buyer. I want you to be transparent. The full corporate offer is in front of you. Now, a few hours ago, even though Sunday today, I have a conference. Buyers asking to buy 99.99. So I give the buyer a comparison. So he went to Mali, this buyer, and he said he was been dealing with Marina. Marina sold to him 4%. He cannot afford because he said he doesn't have any profit. So I've given this buyer a comparison to 99.99 to unrefined. 99.99 is refined called gold bullion. Unrefined is a Dore bar. Now you know what the buyer was telling me? Marina giving him 4% so he didn't get the gold and his trip to Mali is a failure. And I told this buyer, why you failed? Madam, I don't have any profit. Of course, that is business. You already bought refined. So I told this buyer, you better buy unrefined. Then you can resell it to your own customer. You know how much Marina gave the buyer? 4%. And we give the buyer 8%. So he start to understand, oh my gosh, nobody taught me. Well, nobody will tell you that. Even the seller. He doesn't care, but Wilhelmina does care for you. Now, Mr. Buyer, you watch this video. You click below on my YouTube channel. It says show more, read the full corporate offer. I want you to digest it properly. Don't be scared with this woman. I'm just brutal and frank and straightforward. Why? This is for you. Because if you fail, believe me, you're going to lose money. I'm telling you 100%. That is why I don't send the buyer without Wilhelmina. Now, Mr. Buyer, I'm traveling next month. Okay? My services is not for free. I'm telling you. I'm giving you free service already, worth $1 million. But when I travel with you, I have to charge you to cover my trip from Australia to Conakry, from Australia to Sierra Leone, from Australia to Mali. It covers my travel cost. However, I've given you 8%, right? But if you convince Wilhelmina that you are really a buyer, I might give you extra 2%. So at the end of the day, you are a winner. I will tell you how much I'm going to charge you my services. Right, there is no free in this world, Mr. Buyer. I'll give you an example. You walk into your lawyer's office, you're going to be charged their services. Right? I called my lawyer in Brisbane. When I get out from my lawyer, $250 only for chatting for 30 minutes. Right. But Wilhelmina is giving you what $1 million of information. But when I travel with you, it's no longer for free. So I have to be frank and straightforward. There are so many fake buyers. They're scared of me. Why are you going to be scared with this woman? This is for you. Seller would not explain to you thoroughly, none whatsoever. They will offer you cheap price, Mr. Buyer. Yes? They will deceive you. But when you arrive on that particular country, there's a lot of surprises. I have a buyer, he's African. He went to Sierra Leone. He's from Nigeria. And he's a big businessman. He failed. He's African. He failed. Why? He was being offered cheap price. And then he searched on YouTube. He found Wilhelmina. I explained to him. I told him, that is gross that you were being offered. There is a tax. Here in Australia, my husband and I do the shopping. The counter lady add the 10% government sales tax, including the item. We don't have any complaint. And you complain, oh, do I have to pay taxes? That is natural. You have to pay value added tax. Now, if you buy gold from us or diamond, I myself will tell my seller to include the tax, the price tax included. So you don't have to worry, but you have to pay the logistics shipping. Whatever the total sale value, 1.5%. And you need to insure the gold, because if the gold leave the country of origin, your gold might be stolen. So you have to insure that. Now I'm going to give you a really very good blunt example. 3 weeks ago, I and my husband went to DHL. I purchased the products to send it to my loved one overseas, the value of $450. So the DHL opened my box to itemize the product. How much did I purchase? The value of $450. DHL charged the shipping, $100. And the DHL charged me insurance of $40. So I don't have any complaint, because that is normal. So buying gold, exactly the same. You have to pay the products plus shipping cost plus insurance. And if you don't have the money, please don't come to Wilhelmina, because you're gonna be rejected. Everything is on this video. Click on the says in the below, show more. I want you to read. After you read, what necessary you supply to us? Letter of intent coming from you, your importation license, your business registration, you have to attach on your letter of intent. Your passport copy, attach on your letter of intent. Your proof of fund, attach. Because I already told you that this is what you need. So all question and answer is in front of you. Right? So when I receive your letter of intent, then I will advise my head office. I will determine which seller I'm going to put you. You have to tell me how many quantity you need on the first trial, second trial, third and fourth shipment. Because you are not the only customer we have. My seller has their own existing customer, and you are my new customer. I am the extension here in Australia. I am receiving your order for me to validate you. So your validation is very clear. It says here, read first the procedure, the carats and the purity is in front of you. Whether you buy gold in Mali, Conakry, and Sierra Leone, exactly the same. There is no secret. There is no surprises. Everything is given you. I give you the breakdown. Impossible you don't understand. Impossible. You're gonna say, Madam, what is the purity? You are not trading. Madam, what is the price? You are not trading really. Because the price and the purity and the carat is on this video. Yes, you are not trading. That is the reason why I call you time waster. Now, you're gonna say, Madam, I'm new in this business. Teach me. I don't teach you, but I will teach you, but I charge you. This time, 2022, in the previous year, I advised buyers, but buyers are just using my kindness. If you need my advice, I have to charge you. Yeah? All the question and answer is in front of you. Impossible you wouldn't understand. Impossible. If you went to school, I'm sure you will fully understood what my explanation, because my seller did not teach me. My seller didn't teach me. The seller hired Wilhelmina because I have experience in marketing for bloody 36 years. Buying and selling is exactly the same. Whether you buy banana, you have to pay for it. You buy potato, you have to pay for it. You bring your potato on the counter plus value added tax. You buy medicine plus GST. Buying gold plus GST called government sales tax or value added tax. So why are you complaining? So, I don't want to pay taxes. Well, don't buy because you wouldn't get the item. If you live in Dubai, I walk into Dubai shop, I look at the receipt, there was a government sales tax. The counter lady, the checkout lady did not tell me. They just add that value added tax. Wilhelmina is explaining to you. Plus, so where are you going to get a person who explained to you like this? None whatsoever. None whatsoever. Even the seller would not tell you this. That is the reason why when you travel with me, yes, I do charge my travel cost with you. If you cannot afford, please don't bother to come for conference because you are just time waster. I only deal a real buyer can spend money to make money. Now going back to the pricing, Mr. Buyer, our selling price LME less 8%. Remember a few minutes ago, I explained that if you're going to buy gold bullion less 4%, you can buy that to the refinery. I'm just giving you the comparison. If you are on Mali, you can walk into Marina or you can walk into KMR 3%, Marina 4%. You buy from us 8%. Which one you like? 4% or 8%? It's a big difference, isn't it? And if you're in Dubai, you're asking me to bring gold in Dubai, walk into Emirates, you can buy 3% or even 2%. You have to travel in order to get this supply. I travel to Africa, I don't have any issue. Yeah, Africa is a huge continent. You're going to say, oh, I'm scared. You're going to be scared because you're a criminal. You're going to be scared if you are just bargain and bargain and bargain. Yes, Africans are also devious. African seller, it doesn't matter if he is my seller or not. They're all devious. That is the reason why I'm telling you now. As a buyer, don't be devious as well. Don't deceive yourself because the seller can deceive you. Believe me, I was being deceived in Ghana big time. I was even deceived my own seller. That's why I fired Mineral Consulting Group of Company. I have a transaction with him successful because I was on the ground. The buyer paid my extra service. You know what the buyer was saying? Madam, your services is worth it. I got the gold. 2022, there is no F, there is no but. Now, gold purity is on this video. Very clear, Mr. Buyer. I know the world is on panic because we are inflation. Now, I'm traveling next month. Those buyers watching my video, if you are from Dubai, I will not entertain anybody in Dubai unless you come prior for video conference. Because I have also bad experience in Dubai. They're all joker, pretending to be a buyer. They come to my hotel, they eat and drink coffee, they just leave it and the bill charged to my hotel. I would not do it anymore. If you are really Dubai buyer, serious buyer, come on boating because Dubai would not allow to use WhatsApp or Skype. I have boating. You call me on boating. You add me on boating. I want to see you before I'm going to meet you. I would not meet anybody in Dubai because I have a bad experience in the past. They're all joker to me, pretending to be a buyer. There was a buyer that wearing nice suit. He's an ex-military, he's Pakistani. There were 4 of them. They're wearing suit, come to my hotel. So I invited them in the coffee shop. They're talking too much. He said, I'm a retired military in Pakistan. Oh, really? Madam, we are the buyer. Oh, no, that's good. And how many quantity you want? 500 kilos, madam. Oh, that's good. Nice to hear. And how are you able to pay? That's my question. You know what they said? Bring it to Dubai. Oh, really? And then, how are you able to pay? Oh, we will pay when the good arrive. Oh, really? Immediately, I reject that the military. You know what I have said to the military? You are just bullshitting to Wilhelmina. Can you imagine that? He was being blushed. He's a broker. He said in the beginning he's a buyer. And then he was talking blah, blah, blah. I was just listening. I said, oh, really? 500 kilos. And I told him, don't you know that 500 kilos is more than $1 million? I said, oh, our buyer is Emirate. Wow. Why not tell Emirate to send me an intention? Reject. I'm just sharing you my bad experience in Dubai as well. You know, I'm a woman of very, very accommodating, but very frank and very brutal. Yeah? And then I have to be straightforward because you have been deceiving Africa. That is why African as well deceive you. Yes, I was even deceived my own seller. You know, vice versa. They make a revenge, believe me. African sellers, their mentality is completely different because they are angry of you guys. They told me, we are angry with white people. I'm white. I told my seller, why you angry? Because they're thieves, madam. They're asking CIF. And I told them, okay, let's do this. I will handle properly. You will only entertain buyers when I advise you to proceed. Yes. Now, Mr. Buyer, I am a gatekeeper. You don't need to be scared with Wilhelmina. Be thankful that you meet Wilhelmina on my YouTube channel. And there is a link. You can go on my Facebook. My platform is very, very extensive. Now, Mr. Buyer, I think I already explained to you how are you able to get refined or unrefined. In Mali, they are selling refined. Conakry KMR is an Italian group of company. Their refinery is huge. It's 500 meters away from international airport. Marina, owned by Chinese, partner by local. They are selling 4%. But don't tell me, don't ask me, I'm gonna buy 99 because I'm not. I am selling unrefined. So, madam, I have a buyer in Mali. They're there for a month, yeah? Why they cannot get the gold? Because the seller would not deal with you guys without invitation. I'm telling you. You are there to roam around window shop thinking you can get the price. Don't you know the price of gold today? Is $59,000 per kilo. That is why we have inflation right now. Banana price goes up, meat goes up, everything goes up. If there is no gold reserve at the central bank cannot print paper money. Why? That gold bullion in central bank, they're also selling in a stock exchange. They play around. They only play around the serial number, but the gold stays in their vault in the central bank. How do I know? I am a woman of current event. I'm reading because this gold is really precious. This is the world asset you are buying. I am with you guys. I am assisting you. That is why you found Wilhelmina, but my services is no longer for free. Yeah, you're gonna say, Wilhelmina, how much is your charge? When you come on video call conference, I will tell you. And if you cannot afford, don't come for conference. You read the full corporate offer, you gain the knowledge. You must remember, knowledge is powerful. No such joker broker explain to you like this, and no such joker broker to show his face or her face. None whatsoever. I'm the only person. One time there was a fake buyers from California. His name is Philip, and the chain of joker broker is also an American. His name is Percival. He's a Filipino, and he said, Madam, I have a buyer. I said, really? They need tons of gold. Oh, wow. And when he created a group chat, the man ran away and he said, oh, I know this woman in Australia, very tough. She's very mean. I said to this Filipino broker, what do you mean I mean? He said, Madam, they're scared of you. I said, yeah, I know. Everybody's scared with me. Why? You're not a buyer. A real buyer would not be scared at all. They wouldn't. They want the real seller. I am working for the real seller. That is why they hired me. Yeah. So, Mr. Buyer, if you want to travel, my calendar is open. One at a time. March, my calendar, March is open. February, my calendar is fully booked. March, yes, it's open. April is open. I only travel with you, Mr. Buyer, when you can afford my services. If you cannot afford my services, you can travel and I will arrange the visa. But if there is an issue, don't come back to Wilhelmina. Last year, there was a group of buyer pretending to be a buyer. The lady is a Russian and she said she's a buyer. And she has a consultant. And they went to Conakry. And we sent them the contract. And you know what? They are just smart. You know what? My seller turned him down. So they fell. So I'm gonna meet this bloody Russian woman in Dubai. Why she's in Dubai? So she's roaming around, but when I found out she's not a buyer because she couldn't show her proof of fund. She's asking bargain. At the end of the day, when I found out she's only joker broker. So bear with me. Don't be scared. Don't be angry with the word joker broker because you are joking. Gold business is not for joke business. This is real. Wilhelmina is not joking. He's not. That's the reason why you're scared. One diplomat, she saw me. She's a retired ambassador. And you know what he said to me? You are the only person who show your face, Mrs. Ford. I'm impressed. She's an ex-ambassador in West Africa. I'm not going to mention his name because he's retired ambassador. He said to me, his country needs gold. Can you imagine that? So, Mr. Buyer, don't be scared with Wilhelmina. Be thankful that you meet this beautiful lady, but very tough. So, Mr. Buyer, I'm not going to stay longer. I will recap again what is gold bullion and Dore bar. Gold bullion is refined. The price, selling price less 4%. I can recommend you to the refinery, but you have to convince me so that I will believe that you're a buyer. Better buy Dore bar. You get the profit. You resell it, you're a gold trader, you bring it to India, you bring it to Dubai, you bring it to Australia, then you get the profit. And I don't deal with chain of joker broker anymore. It's too messy. I prefer to deal direct to the buyer will get the profit. buyer will gain more profit. Mr. Buyer, let's say your investment of $500,000. I've given you 8%, but if I travel with you and I charge my services, I'll give you back 2% to cover my charges to you. So at the end of the day, you're a winner. So if I'll give you 10%, you sell at 3%, you get the profit of 7% on 10 kilos. When you increase your profit every month, I can assure you your profit a year is 75 to 80%. But if you put your 500,000 in the bank term deposit of 3%, 500,000, 1, 2, 3 times 3%, your profit is only 1,500 a year. 3%. Which one you like? You get the profit every month of 6% profit. Okay? 6% times 12 months, 6 times 12 months, 72% profit a year. It depends on the volume of your order. Can you imagine that, Mr. Buyer? So the price of gold changes every day. So don't bank on it. I will put the site of gold price.org. Every day change the price. The price of gold is fluctuate every day. So don't bank on it. So Mr. Buyer, I think I already explained to you. I just explained the difference between gold bullion and unrefined. So everything is on this video. I wish you good luck, Mr. Buyer. Take time to read. You come back when you are ready. Don't rush, because this is not a rush business. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good morning to you and good afternoon here in Brisbane, Australia.